Let us begin our examination of the 6 people that we're going to put on our timeline by beginning with this next slide. What you find is our slide from our previous segment, which is the rebuilding, the dedication, and the destruction of the temple. These time markers and the events of the temple are actually very important because the people are going to align themselves around these events at the temple, and that becomes kind of a placement for us within the time frame. So let us take a look at our first slide for the 6 people. As you can see with this slide, it is dealing with King Cyrus. This is King Cyrus giving the decree that the Jews could return to Jerusalem, and we talked about it in our previous segment about Ezra and Nehemiah, and you can read about King Cyrus in the book of Ezra, and beginning with chapter 1, verse 1. So what's important there is that when the Jews go off into that time period, they pick up the language of Aramaic. So what's important for us with the Bible is that it has both Hebrew and Aramaic. So the Jews pick up the Aramaic while they are in Babylon with King Cyrus, and they bring Aramaic back to Jerusalem. So it's very important when we start seeing how the Bible unfolds. So along with King Cyrus comes the rebuilding of the temple and the Aramaic language, and all this becomes very important to how we see the Bible and its text unfold. What you find on that slide is Alexander the Great. Now, it's just including his reign, but what you find in his reign is the founding of the city of Alexandria, and we talked about that in our previous session. Now, what's important about this man called Alexander the Great? Well, what's important about Alexander the Great is that he brings the Greek language into Jerusalem. Just as much as we have King Cyrus bring in Aramaic, Alexander the Great is going to spread the Greek language throughout all of the area around the Mediterranean, which becomes very important for the Jews who are dispersed into the diaspora. They are in synagogues that are going to be using the Greek language and things of that nature, and as they're into those synagogues in those various locations outside of Jerusalem, they need a text. And one of the things that helps them is that Alexander the Great brings in the Greek language, and through that language we get the translation of the Hebrew text of the Bible into its first translation, which is the Greek. We refer to it as the Septuagint or the LXX. It is the Greek translation of the Old Testament scriptures. So these are the first 2 men of our 6. Next time we're going to look at our rabbis that play a crucial role in the 6.